Overnight, finally, the news from Buckingham Palace we've all been waiting for. Confirmation that Prince Harry will be attending his father's coronation next month. In a statement, the palace is pleased to confirm that Harry will be at the service at Westminster Abbey, while his wife Meghan will remain in California with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. The announcement follows months of feverish speculation over whether Harry and Meghan were invited and whether they would make the trip. When asked about it back in January, Harry said the door was open.
If you're invited to the coronation, will you come?
There's a lot that can happen between now and then.
Sharing the king's big day, Queen Camilla, who will also be crowned alongside King Charles.
The fact that Camilla's role is now so important, it's constitutional as well. It will be difficult for Harry, I think, to swallow that pill of seeing the embodiment of everything he didn't want.
Harry's public confirmed attendance, well past the RSVP date of April 3rd, raises issues of planning and security. Frogmore Cottage is no longer the Sussex UK residence. However, there are other royal households Harry could bunk at for the weekend. In a new biography of King Charles by royal commentator Robert Jobson, now being serialized in the Daily Mail, he cites interviews with insiders and couriers who say financially, the post-Meghan and Harry slimmed-down working royal family was a necessity. Writing, Charles dropped a bombshell saying he couldn't afford to pay for Meghan in the future, as well as for Camilla and for William and Catherine and their young family. This infuriated Harry. But in his last major round of interviews around his book, Spare, Harry suggested there was still optimism.
Forgiveness is 100% a possibility, because I would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back. At the moment, I don't recognize them as much as they probably don't recognize me.
And for this country that still adores those brothers, it will be a welcome sight to see them together, at least for a day.
A really welcome sight for so many people on this side of the pond. Now, we did reach out to the palace for comment about that book excerpt. We received a no comment. And as far as Harry's role, once he's here for the coronation, we will have to stay tuned for more details. Hoda, Savannah.
All right, Molly, thank you. Let's talk more about Prince Harry's decision and those other details about the coronation. For now, we are joined by NBC royal commentator Daisy McAndrew. So, Daisy, what do you make of the tea leaves? I mean, Harry's going, his wife and the kids are staying behind. What do you see in that decision?
I think the palace believes that is probably the best and most elegant solution. But of course, for the couple, they were kind of damned if they did and damned if they didn't, particularly for Meghan, who, as Molly was saying, has decided to stay back. The date gives her a bit of cover. Of course, we know it's Archie's 4th birthday, so she can say that is why she's staying, and that's certainly what her people have been intimating. And of course, there were concerns that if Meghan did make it over, that perhaps her presence would overshadow the day, that perhaps she might get booing or negative publicity. Personally, I hope that wouldn't have been the case, and I think it's sad she's not coming, but people are delighted that Harry is coming.
And Daisy, what do you expect? Because there's a lot of events surrounding the coronation. Do you think this is just the bare minimum appearance for Harry, or might we see him in other places, in other events during that weekend?
No, my fear is this is a sort of blink and you miss it visit. That's certainly the rumours coming out of Camp Sussex, that it's going to be a very brief event, that perhaps he might even just fly in, go to the actual coronation, not even come back to Buckingham Palace in the procession after the coronation. We know he was never going to be on the balcony behind me, because that is reserved on the day of the coronation just for working royals. But we don't believe he's going to stick around for the concert, for the big lunch, for any of the other events. And of course, again, he can say, I want to race home to Montecito to be with my little boy. It's his 4th birthday.
So that means you don't anticipate any conversations between him and his brother or him and his father that might crop up?
I mean, I think everybody's got everything crossed that there will be, that this perhaps is the beginning of the thawing of relations. But as far as we know, there haven't been any conversations up till now. We know that Harry had said that his red line for coming to the coronation was to get an apology. There's no sign that that's happened. We don't believe the brothers have talked for a very long time now.
All right. Thank you, Daisy. Savannah, we'll see you in London for the
about
coronation.
3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.